Hello everyone, my name is Tomlola and I'm a stay-at-home mom. Um, I'm doing this video for the stay-at-home mom because over the past few weeks I've seen a lot of things that have been directed at the stay-at-home mom, and I know how it feels being at the other end of the phone receiving these things. And as much as we say that these things we see on the internet shouldn't get to us, it actually does sometimes if we're being real with ourselves. So I wanted to point out a few things that so that we can put a lot of these things into perspective and understand that even if we see things on the internet, we should be able to learn how to filter them and pay attention to what's important. So first of all, we need to understand as stay-at-home moms that everybody that has a page on Instagram that they are probably monetizing or using to earn some money, know that you are the commodity, right? They will do things, and some people unspeakable things, and they would go extra mile to get you to react because that's good for them as the owner of the accounts. Now, when people are when people that have accounts do these things, they understand that they always go the extreme ends and the other extreme. So the extremely bad and then the extremely good. There's a big pool of in betweens that they never really get to. And let me explain. So if you go to blogs that tell the news, and what you see is they are really extremely bad news. All of the time they're always bad news, because bad news sells, right? But even when you see the sprinkle of the good, they are the extremely good. So they will put stories about first the stay-at-home mom that the husband pushed her out of the house, and then they will put stories of the stay-at-home mom that the husband bought her a new whatever latest car there is, but they would not say the story of the biggest pool of the in-betweens. Now, it's not to say that bad things don't happen to people. Bad things happen to people and good things happen to extremely good things happen to people. There's a big pool of the many other stay-at-home moms that have good marriages, that have stable homes, that they are thriving, raising their kids, and not necessarily making all the money in the world, or necessarily have a husband that can buy them the Range Rover, but they have husbands that are peaceful, they don't give them stress and all of that. And there's the extremely bad of the people that their husbands are really horrible people, and or their family or their in-laws are really horrible, that if anything happens to their husband, they chase them out of the house and all of that. There are those people, right? But we have to put into consideration that there's this middle pool, big middle pool of what you see, that there's still that number of people that they don't necessarily talk about their lives because it's not bad and it's not extremely good, right? And those are not the people that you see on the internet. So it's important that as much as they will amplify the bad news to make you feel like, oh, what you're doing is so terrible and so bad, don't do it this way, do it that way, know that they are that pool of people, right? They might not be out there, but they are there. Yeah? First of all, right? Also, understand the values of the people that you are listening to. The values of the people that you are listening to is very important. A lot of these people that a lot of these people, or some of them, they'll claim they're feminists, right? And I am a feminist. But the truth about feminists and the real feminism is giving people, women, giving them the freedom to choose the life that they want to choose, giving them the freedom to do whatever they want to do. So if a woman now says that she wants to be an engineer, let her have the choice to do that. Let her have the choice and the equal opportunities that are given to men for her to also thrive in their career. And if I, as a woman, decide that I want to be a stay-at-home mom, I should be given the freedom and the opportunities to be able to choose what I want, right? So there's that for feminism that it is not the real type of feminism, but it's all they disguise as feminists, and but when they hear oh stay-at-home moms, it's like something just breaks loose, and then it's like oh for you it's forbidden, you can't do this, you can't do that. But it's also the same thing as when you tell a young girl somewhere in some country and tell her she cannot have access to education because she's a girl. But because I choose to be a stay-at-home mom and you're telling me, oh no, don't make that choice. You're telling me not to make that choice. So it's the same thing. And what feminism is about is giving everybody equal opportunities, everybody the freedom of education, freedom to choose this career path, freedom to do this and freedom to do that. Once the person is not giving you the freedom to make that choice by telling you, oh, you have to do this extra thing, you have to do this extra thing, you have to do that extra thing, you have to do this extra thing, and all of that, without giving you the freedom, first of all, the freedom to make the choice, it is not feminism. And they'll hide behind that, like they want to empower women. But empowerment for women is that choice. That is empowerment, giving the woman the choice. So I can make a decision today and say I want to be a stay-at-home mom. I can make a decision tomorrow and say no, I want to go get a job. It is my choice. I'm not supposed to be looked down upon for that choice. I'm not supposed to be berated for the choice. You're not supposed to question my choice. You're not supposed to, and that is the idea. So look at the values of the people that you're listening to, because at the end of the day, if their values don't match with yours, because first of all, they don't even understand what you're talking about, then it's like, and then you're listening to them because when you come out of listening to somebody and you're feeling less than yourself, there's a problem. It's a huge problem. There's a difference between inspiring you to do something, and there's another way where they are trying to beat you down, that what you're doing is not right, and then saying, no, do this instead. So the end goal might be the same because I've inspired you to do this, but then another person, and then I am also telling you, oh no, do this, but you have felt bad before they have put you down, they have put your decisions down, they have put your choices down before you now make the choice to do the inspirational thing. Nobody should make you feel less of yourself, regardless of who you are listening to. The person shouldn't make you feel less of your choice. You should be empowered to make the choice. So you've made the choice. Okay, so in this choice that I've made, how can I make the best of this choice that I have made? And that's how you should be thinking, especially if it's not like, oh, it just happened to you and you're miserable in the choice. If you're miserable in the choice, that's a different entire. But if you've made the choice and there's somebody trying to, those voices and people that are trying to make you feel bad for the choice that you have made, that is not ideal. There are many people that will still inspire you to do these things, but they are not going to put you down for your choice. And that's the key thing. Make sure the person is not putting you down for your choice, making you feel less than for your choice. It is so key and so important, because while some of them might have good intentions, you remember that you are the commodity. They want your money at the end of the day. They want something from you at the end of the day. Everybody they have good intentions. Yes, there are people that, yes, so their social media, whatever, is for good, right? But a majority of people, they want something in return. They want you to get your money at the end of the day. Let's be realistic, right? So understand that you are still the commodity at the end of the day. So even in their inspiration, you still spend your money on them, but they'll make you feel bad in the process. Like, make it make sense. It doesn't make sense to me, right? So the most important thing is ensuring that you make the best of the choice that you have made, right? Another thing I see a lot of is a lot of comparison. Like, people will just say, oh, career moms versus stay-at-home moms, and I think content like that should not exist because it doesn't make any sense, right? Like, some of them, some content will be like, oh, we're all moms, we're all working moms, whether you're career, but why? Because they pit people against each other for no reason. all for content, all for content, for no reason. Because trust me, I know that even in my lowest moments, or in my journey as a stay-at-home, in my lowest moments, I was not sitting down thinking, oh, career moms, they're doing so well, they're doing this and doing that. I'm not saying it doesn't exist, but it's things like contents like this that make those comparisons exist. And it doesn't make any sense, right? If you want to create content for career, I follow someone that creates content for career women, and she does so beautifully well. She brings out the problems that career women have, and she creates this content so beautifully well for career women, and I enjoy her content. I follow her, and I so even if it's not like useful to me, but I just enjoy how she creates her content and all. But she crafts out the problems around, what career women might be facing, and how her content can help, our experience can help, right? And I think that is what it should be. So if you want to help stay-at-home moms, create content around their problems and help them. Money is not the only problem that career women have. I'll be sorry, excuse me, that stay-at-home mom have. Like, money is not the only problem. They have other problems. Like, if you really, really want to help, right, create problems around it. Stop saying, oh, career women, stay-at-home women, or stay-at-home moms. You're pitting people against each other. Is it really necessary? Like, it's not. I don't know. I don't know why people, and I don't think that a career woman in her work, maybe she has a boss that is, grinding on her neck. She has deadlines and all of that. She's thinking in her house, oh, I'll just love to be at home, sitting down. Well, there are many people, there are some people that might think like that, but it is not a huge problem. I don't know if you get what I mean. Like, such that, oh, we should now start creating content around career women versus, some people even say versus stay at home, like versus, like, who is fighting? And that's how you bring problems where they are not. You bring issues where they are not, right? Anywho's, I think content like that should be gone with last year. And finally, when anything happens in this life to people that there's a news about, for example, some years ago, and the practice might still be happening, where if a man dies and the wife is, they will tell they will tell the woman to, or they would chase the woman out of the house or something. All of those things that used to happen in the movies that we used to see, right? Instead of people to face the bad practice, or to face the people that are perpetrating such bad acts, they will face the woman. This is why at the end of the day, we need equality, right? This is why we need equality. They will face the woman. Is the woman the problem? Is the woman the problem? No. The in-law that is coming to carry the load of where they did not sow, are they not the problems? But the fact that we keep going back to talk to the woman and go back to the woman all the time, like, oh, you should have done this, you should have done that. No disputing that, right? But you're kicking her at her lowest point. When you can face the person that did the bad thing. So we've said that they're extremely bad men, right? That's, talk down on their wives, they don't provide for their family, they don't this, they don't that. You hear that story and you say, you safe, you go and get money or go and earn money. Why are you not? Why are you this? Why are you that? Why are you this? Why are you that? They'll face the woman. Whereas they will never face the man and say, you are a bad man. They won't face the man. They won't face the in-law and say, you are a bad in-law. You should not do this. If we keep talking to the woman all the time in all the conversations we're having, that is when we keep saying that, yes, that is where the problem is. Our choice was the problem, not the man was the problem, not the woman was the problem. And then the cycle continues year in, year out, generation after generation, because we are not facing the right people. I mean, there's a popular preacher went on air and called women colossal disgrace, right? 1 year, right? And he came about that later in all the sermons that we listened to again, we found out that she took a break to take care of her children. Now her children are grown, she has grandchildren and all of that. But, at the time she was calling women colossal disgraces, we've forgotten that, the man gong, 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 gong is the problem in those situations. So, there are extreme cases, yes, no doubt, but understand that there's still this big pool of people that may not come out to say their story because it's not so bad, it's not bad, and it's not extremely good. But we are here in between and we are living our lives gracefully and contently, right? So you will not hear that pool, but understand that that pool is there. You are not the only one. The pool is there. So while we listen to and sift through the information that we get online, understand that these people understand the person's value system, first of all. Secondly, there's you are the commodity. They still want your money at the end of the day. So they will put you down, but they will still collect your money. They will collect it. They will collect with their chest, they will collect your money. And let's get into the habit of inspiring stay-at-home moms. Talk about the issues, the problems they have aside from money. Like, talk about, there's a whole range of problems, and most of them, they don't even know the lives of stay-at-home moms. They just keep saying, oh, like, it's only money that's the problem, and it's only money that solves the problem. What about the people that they have children that have special needs and have no choice but to be stay-at-home moms? How do you deal with those kind of people? Do you tell them that, oh, go and get money? Okay, I'm taking care of my child with special needs. How am I supposed to? Which time would I have to do that? I mean, so you can throw out blanket statements, but they are different scenarios. It's not one size fits all. We cannot just create content because, oh, this is the only part that suits me and this is the only part that will benefit me. If you really, really do care about stay-at-home moms, then there is that other pool, plenty of the kind of content that we can create. So yes, stay-at-home moms, have these things in mind, and please sift through the information. Be inspired to do better in your situation. Be inspired to be better, to grow, to not stay in the same position. You can always see, like, so many things. Prepare yourself for when you're done with your season of stay-at-home momhood, right? Prepare yourself. I advocate for it. I try to do that to ensure that I try to show my life as well to see how I'm not scaling, but I'm doing the things that I want to do even when my children are grown. So be inspired by them, but don't let any of those things get to you. Don't let them feel like your choice is bad. It is not. You're doing the right thing at this right time for you and your family. I hope it helps. Thank you.